Hi, I'm Alex Berglund, NVYO class of 2020, and today I'm going to walk through the horn audition material for NVYO's Philharmonic. So let's get right into it and start with this scale. It says 1 octave D major scale, play twice, first time legato, second time staccato, and our quarter note equals 84. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the key signature that we have here, which is D major, which means that there's an F sharp and a C sharp. And I'm also going to look at our tempo. So it said 84 is our quarter note, which sounds like this. Da 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 da. Great. First time legato. So I think we can either do this slurred or just a long legato tongue, whichever you feel more comfortable with. For this, I'm going to do a long legato tongue. Great. Now you'll notice when I was playing, I really try to focus on the pitch. That's what's really important with these scales. Tendency notes for horn is our A and our D, high D, to be sharp because of the fingering, thumb 1 and 2. So make sure that when you're playing those, maybe you have a tuner with you, and you're making sure that those are nice and centered. Now let's play it staccato. So you'll notice that when I was playing a staccato, I was playing my quarter notes a little bit longer staccato than my eighth notes because they are different lengths. So not all staccatos are the same staccato, especially if the note length is different. Alrighty, so now that we've done our scale, let's go on to the excerpt, which is from Dance of the Tumblers by Rimsky-Korsakov. This one says that the quarter note equals 120, and we're playing measures 59 to 81, which starts 2 measures or 3 measures after G. Check the key signature, F sharp, and observe all the accents, slurs, staccatos, and dynamics. So when I'm looking at this right away, I'm seeing a lot of accents, and I think that's really important to look at. So we want to make sure that the front of these notes are really strong, and then accents, we can have a little bit of space in between them so that they really get that pop right at the beginning. I'll also notice that we start fortissimo, and we're fortissimo all the way up until J when it switches to piano, which is a big difference. And then we'll play J, and then 6 measures later, we have staccatos, which is the first time in this excerpt. So I'll make sure I play those nice and short, but still in that piano dynamic. All right, here's Dance of the Tumblers. Some things to notice that I was noticing while I was playing. The C sharp in 68 slurs into 69. I think that's really important because it's the only slur that we have in here that slurs to different notes. And make sure that when we're playing these longer notes, we're subdividing in our head. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, off, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. And then making sure we're counting the rest after that too. Really important. All right, so then moving on, the next thing is a solo of your choice. So this can mean something that you're working on right now, and this can be something like a concerto or a excerpt of something. If you have the Kling book, that is full of really great exercises. If you need a copy, I have PDF scanned, so you can email Naomi and ask her either if a piece that you're playing is okay, or if you want those Klings, she can reach out to me and I can get those to you. If you don't want to do that and you want to play what's on here, they gave you an optional solo. It says if you do not have another solo to play, you may use the one below. Pay attention to the accents, staccato, and slur markings, and dynamics. Good grammar. Count carefully and watch out for the changing rhythm patterns. Play as much as you are able. So we'll notice right away that it's grandioso. It doesn't have a tempo marking. So I kind of think about this as something that just feels right, but also has a lot of presence and some strength to it. The big thing that I notice in this excerpt is the dynamic changes. So we have fortes and pianos, nothing in between, no crescendos, no decrescendos. So I'm going to really take note of that when I'm playing this. There's also a lot of accents and a lot of staccatos. So making sure that those are different. But what's nice about this is that a lot of the staccatos seem to be in the piano sections and the accents seem to be in the forte section. So it kind of works out for us. Alrighty, so I'm going to start and I'm going to play this for you guys. This is number 78 from Something. Great. So, some things that I noticed that I want to go over real quick is in the second to last stanza at the very end, there's fortes on the last three eighth notes. So look at that and make sure that those are really strong compared to the eighth note, especially on beat 3. That one still has to be piano. Some other things to keep note of is the changing rhythms into the 16ths. So we have this da 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 da. So it's a funny little thing, but make sure you catch that and you're playing the right rhythm every time. Always make sure that we're playing full value notes. So if we have a half note that's into a rest, we want to make sure that it goes da off on the rest. We play through that rest and don't stop until we hit that rest. So my tempo was about 100 to 104-ish. You can use this tempo. If you want to go slower, that's okay too. I like to say that it sounds better if it's confident and slower rather than faster and messy. We always want to make sure that we're playing cleanly. Other than that, make sure you watch out for a few of those accidentals in there. There's some F sharps and some G sharps. And make sure you're playing with great tone and great pitch. Good luck on your audition, and I wish you well. Thank you.